Hey guys. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. That's all you get. That's it. You ain't seen none of it. Follow us on Instagram. You'll see all this. See all this fire. That lumbre. That fuego. I think you should put some makeup on so you know we can look like those girls on the makeup channels. Like. So shout out to Danny Doc.
Alright, so yeah, Danny Doc requested a video on how to gain weight with the high metabolism. Alright, this is gonna be a long story, so let's keep it short. So metabolism is a process in which your body converts what you eat and what you drink into energy.
Boom, explosions.
Now, there's two parts to it. There's anabolism and catabolism.
So you're probably wondering, what is this catabolism you're talking about? This anabolism. What is this? So, catabolism is just breaking down things. You know, as simple as it gets, it's just breaking down food when you're eating. And then anabolism is whenever, or anabolic state is whenever your body's using that food to build muscle or just overall health. So we can dig deeper into this catabolic and anabolic state, but this, you know, this is not that video. This video is about gaining weight. Yeah. So we got 5 key points to gaining weight when you have a high metabolism. We've been there, both of us, and we made it. We made it.
All right, numero uno.
Uno.
Track your calories, okay guys? You need to know how many calories you're taking in. Now, you don't have to be so nitpicky about it, but you do want to have a relative idea of how many calories you're bringing in, okay? And make sure you're always in a caloric surplus. And by surplus, we mean taking in more calories than your body needs to maintain. Now, if your maintenance level is 2,500 calories, you want to be around 3,000. Bump it up 500 calories, maybe at least bump it up 250, so that way you still get a slight increase of weight. Alright guys, now keep in mind that your maintenance level will vary depending on how active you are. So like extreme athletes, they burn a lot more calories than an average Joe would. If you have a strenuous job, you know, if you're a construction worker, you're out there on your feet a lot, you're gonna burn more calories than you would if you had a desk job. So you kind of want to keep that, you know, in mind, like I said before. Now, a quick and easy way to find out what your maintenance level is and how many calories you should be taking in, you could simply go to the App Store on whichever device you may have and download MyFitnessPal. Now, we're not endorsed by them or sponsored by them in any way, no money here, you know, we're just...
you can hit us up though. You can hit us up though.
You can hit us up if you want though, that's cool. But it's a quick way to have a relative guideline of what you need to be eating, or not necessarily what you need to be eating, but how much you should be eating and how much of what you're eating: protein, carbs, fats. So that's important. So yeah, it's a quick and easy way for you guys to understand where you need to start.
So now that you understand a little bit about, you know, the calories and whatnot, but now it's important to understand what those calories are going to be composed of, which equals a diet, a motherfucking diet, which leads us to number 2. Keyword diet. So what the calories composed of, you're not just gonna go out and just buy a bunch of fucking food just to fill up those calories. Of course you're not, because you're just gonna gain weight, but not the good weight. You're gonna gain fat, and that's what we want to avoid. We want to avoid fat. We want to get gains. Now, we're not gonna get all scientific and whatnot, tell you about like phospholipids and if that's even part of it. Well, you know what I mean? We're not gonna get into that. So when it comes to the diet, there's 3 main components when you're trying to gain weight and muscle. That's what you're into, you know, or if you just want to gain weight. There's fats, carbs, and proteins. You want to worry about those 3 main components. Now, you can find protein in almost everything these days. Carbs, of course, we have simple carbs and then we have complex carbs. Now, fats, it's tricky with fats because there's fat in almost anything you eat, so you got to be careful with fats. So your proteins, you can get them from fish, chicken, beef, and if you want, like the cockroaches that are in your basement, you can use them.
No, don't eat those. You can eat them, just don't tell anybody. It's like, so where do you get your proteins? Ducks, geese, bison, pigeons, oxen, I don't know.
So for those of you who don't know what simple and complex carbs are, basically simple carbs are going to be like your starchy carbs such as white bread, white rice, and so on. And for your complex carbs, it's gonna be like your whole grain. You know when your mom's are like, no, I want the whole grain bread. Like, mom, the white bread is the shit. Like, have you tasted the white bread with jelly and peanut butter?
Oh,
basically,
so good.
The white bread is a bad bread. You know, that's why your parents always like stay away from the white bread and this and that. You know, like, I don't want that brown ass bread. You know what I mean? Like, it's dry.
It's so dry.
It's dry. So yeah, those are your good and bad carbs. Hopefully you have an idea of what they are and whatnot. So yeah, stay away from. You don't want to stay away from them, but go more for the complex carbs. All right. So fats, good and bad fats. Of course, there's bad fats like, you know, the oil your mom be using for the tamales and
or the oil they use in that fried chicken. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you want to stay away from that complete 100%, guys. You want to, like, for everybody. This goes for everybody, not just for people who want to gain weight with a high metabolism, you know? So the good fats, there's a lot of good fats. You can get them in dairy. You can get them in, what, nuts?
Nuts.
Get them in nuts.
There's a lot of nuts.
A lot of nuts. And then peanut butter, of course, which comes from nuts. And then
don't eat too much.
Avocados. All right. So those are just a few examples of good fats, right? All right. So you're probably wondering, yo, Kevin, what do I take? How much of this and that? You know, I got you, family. Check it. Specifically, this video is for Danny Dog, but there's a lot of people that, you know, have trouble gaining weight with a high metabolism. So this is more of like a bulking diet. Of what I'm trying to explain. So for proteins, you want to take 1 to 1.5 grams of protein per pound of body weight. I don't know how much that is in kilos, guys. Don't you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't have a calculator, you know. But yeah, 1 to 1.5 on protein. For carbs, it'll be 2 to 2.5 grams, right? And on fats, you probably want to go, I'd say 25%. And what I mean by 25%, it's not an exact percentage, but you want to go around there because you don't want to get too much fat and you don't want to get too little fat. You know, you don't want to just lean out. You know, you want to gain weight. So that's a good estimate, about 25% of your overall diet, right? Boom. So another good tool for gaining weight is gainer shakes. These are very crucial, especially if like you're not eating enough. And you feel like, oh, I'm not eating enough, it's too much chicken, oh my god, Kevin, no. Yeah, gainer shakes help me specifically out, like a lot throughout my whole 3 years of training, and did it help you out?
Same here, yeah, that's the only way
there you go, you see that? Look.
Couldn't eat all the food.
Look, a gainer shake can easily consist of whey protein, right? 8 to 10 ounces of milk or water, whatever you want to choose, but go with milk if you want to gain weight, gains. So you want to go with like maybe 1 to 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, roughly around 2, even more maybe. And you want to put some oatmeal and a banana. Boom, easy gainer shake right there. It's about what, 700-800 calories, 60 grams of protein, and it's about roughly 20 grams of fat. I don't know the math, but it's roughly around there. It'll help you out, guys. I promise. It helped me out. 1 in the morning, 1 before bed. I usually did just 1 because I was broke. I couldn't afford so much, you know. But hey, I'm still broke, but you know, I make it. I'm managing it. But yeah.
All right. Yeah, and like he said, focus on eating all your whole foods first, and whatever you can't make up in the end, replace it with gainer shakes. All right, guys. So now you're tracking your calories. You're on a bulking diet. What's next? You gotta train. Now, when you're training, one important thing to keep in mind. One important thing to keep in mind is progressive overload. Every time you go into the gym, you should be increasing your weight or reps, always. You don't want to go in the gym every week after week after week lifting 125 on the bench. You do that for a month straight, you're not going to get any bigger. Your body's going to maintain. So for example, let's say you did 150 on bench press. Let's say your rep range was 8 to 12. You did 12, okay? So next week when you come back and you do bench press, you want to, since it's at the end of your rep range, 8 to 12, you're going to want to increase the weight by 5 pounds and try to land between that 8 and 12 again. Now once you reach 12 reps, increase the weight again. And you're going to want to do that with every exercise, not just bench press, but on every exercise, every week, you're going to want to increase your reps or weight. So for compound movements, we usually stick to 6 to 10 reps. Now compound movements would be anything from bench press to overhead press to squats. For deadlifts, we stick lower 3 to 5 rep range. It's a lot of weight and a lot of stress on your body. Now for accessory movements, we usually stick to 8 to 12 for maximum hypertrophy. Now accessories would be anything from dumbbell curls to tricep extensions to leg extensions. Now for cardio, you know, we don't do that super long.
Don't do that shit. Don't do that shit.
You know, but seriously, guys, if you want to do cardio, we would recommend doing high intensity interval training, such as if you have access to a sled, you can throw some 45s on there, push that thing down and back, rest for 2 minutes, push it down and back, do that like 10 times, and that would be your cardio for the day.
I'm good, man.
Now, if you don't have access to a sled, you can do something as simple as wind sprints or even suicides. That's a good way to get the heart up and running. So you just have to cut that out. Let's throw that right in there.
Look, all this will work as long as, look, leading into point number 4, sleep. Sleep is very important. It's 1 in the morning right now. We're recording this. I'm tired. But we're getting this done, all right? We're getting this done. Sleep is when your body recovers. So if you're lifting 5 days a week like we do, and you're doing cardio and you're going to work, and this is going to, you know, your body is straining throughout the day. So we recommend 6 to 8 hours of sleep, depending on how your body, you know, how you are and this and that, you know. This motherfucker right here does not sleep at all, so I don't even know how he's that big.
I don't know.
So yeah, guys, keep in mind, sleep is a huge key factor when building muscle, bulking, and getting the physique you want, or just gaining weight overall and being healthy as an individual. All right, so you're probably wondering, yo, so what's the key, like the last key factor? I need the keys. DJ Khaled, hit me up. I need the last key. Kevin and AJ ain't giving it to me, fam. Where is it at? We got you. Key number 5, look. All these compact together with key number 5. You'll be the biggest motherfucker in the damn gym. Nobody can stop you. Number 5, you ready? You ready? Look, hey. Let me tell you. Consistency.
Did you guys hear that?
Did you hear it? Look.
Alright, so guys, you're gonna want to be consistent on your calories, your diet, progressively overloading and sleep. And another thing is, you need to at least try to make it to the gym 3 to 5 times a week. Now, depending on whatever workout you have, you know, that'll determine how many times you go a week. But you're gonna want to try to go 3 to 5 times a week, and you're gonna want to go every week. That's what consistent means. Every week, every day. I mean, except for when you have your cheat meals or cheat days, but you're gonna want to be consistent. Everything will work, but without doing one, if you don't sleep, or if you don't eat, or if you don't work out, you're just not gonna grow. It won't happen. So you have to have all of them together consistently, all the time.
All the time. And it's like, yeah, you're like, we're not telling you to do too much. It's just if you want it or not. You know, I woke up.
How bad do you want it?
I woke up at 16 years old eating 2 pancakes, like a lot of eggs and something else. I think it was oatmeal. And I was throwing up sometimes and it sucked. But hey, I was consistent. I pushed through it and I'm here today.
You got to where he is now.
Oh! I mean, of course, you don't want to put yourself in that state of you're throwing up every damn meal. You know, you need to visit a doctor. That's, you know what I mean? Like, I woke up some mornings like I didn't even want to eat. It was 8 in the morning. I was like, damn, why am I doing this? And I remember from day one why I wanted to do it, and that's why I'm here today. I pushed through it. Make sure you don't quit. Believe in yourself because no one else will. A lot of people didn't believe in me, and look where I am today. 185-pound muscle, boy. Alright guys, well stay tuned because better things are coming. See you on the next video. Things are gonna be lit, alright?